Have you ever found yourself being persuaded to agree to something? It can be as simple as deciding where to go or where to eat with your friends. Or perhaps a big decision as to which course to take in school or deciding which investments to make with your spouse or partner. I'm sure we have all found ourselves in a similar situation. Hello, my name's Ian Santos, and I'm here to share practical tips on how to influence and persuade others. In life, we have to sell something to someone, one way or the other. And this is on a daily basis. It's not just services or products that we're talking about. It could be an idea, a thought, a position, or a perspective. Hindi lang pang sales ang influencing and persuasion skills. Influencing skills are also life skills. Pag meron tayong binebenta, kailangan nating magkumbinse. But for us to persuade, we need to have influencing skills. But how exactly can we develop influencing skills? We need to start by having a keen sense of self-awareness of who we are and what tendencies we have. We need to understand how we come across others. Are we someone who is perceived to be approachable or easy to talk to? Or do people consider us to be too bossy or even arrogant? I remember past bosses who treated me with trust and respect. They motivated and inspired me to always be at my best. I also remember bosses who failed at influencing the team because of their harsh ways. How can we develop influencing skills? We need to understand how we come across others. Remember that people would like to do business with people who they feel comfortable with. For someone to feel comfortable with us, first and foremost, we need to establish trust. Think of the brands you buy or people you trust so much as to confide with them. What drives you to these brands or people? Trust, isn't it? So how can we start establishing trust? A powerful way is to actively and genuinely listen with the intent to understand the needs and wants of the person or team that we are talking to. When people see that you're genuinely paying attention to what they're saying, they tend to be more open and trusting. Of course, you have to do this with authenticity and a genuine heart. Listen with the intent to understand. You have to listen and pay attention with authenticity and a genuine heart. As you actively listen, you should also try to paraphrase what they're saying to check understanding. For instance, if someone is venting to you about their frustrations regarding unresponsive customer service, perhaps you might say, "I understand how you feel because I've been there myself. I can commit to be fast and responsive in resolving future issues if they arise." Try to paraphrase what they're saying to check understanding. Another great way to establish a good relationship is to find things you have in common with another person. For example, hindi ba madaling makapalagay ang loob yung mga tao na kapareho mo ng hilig? Or maybe you have something in common with them. For instance, I find it easier to talk to buyers when we first talk about our kids and their hobbies. Or think about your circle of friends. Do you notice that some of you often have similar tastes? Hindi ba madalas pareho kayo ng choice of clothes, footwear, or even food? When you mirror someone, whether by gesture or reactions, they will likely feel a sense of affinity with you. In his timeless classic, How to Win Friends and Influence People, among Dale Carnegie's recommendations to gain people's trust and likability is to talk in terms of the other's interests. While you are in this conversation with someone, you will also get to know their likes and dislikes, as well as non-negotiables and negotiables. Be keen to understand their position by asking the right probing questions. Be sensitive to their body language and facial expressions so you do not antagonize. Mas madali natin maintindihan ng iba pag tinitingnan natin ang mga bagay from their point of view. Having gotten to know them more, you'll be in a better position to approach them when you're trying to convince them or influence them. When we understand and empathize with another's viewpoint, they will often also come around to our way of thinking. But be sure to be respectful at all times. We all have our own principles, opinions, and perspectives. We have to respect them. Persuasion skills are sales skills, and influencing skills are life skills. Sales can make you a good influencer. The end result of your first attempt may not necessarily be successful, but if you're able to start a relationship with someone, perhaps someday that relationship may bear fruit at the right time and circumstances. To summarize the 5 steps in influencing people, first you need to establish trust, find common ground, understand negotiables and non-negotiables, tailor fit your approach, then close with an agreement. I hope you enjoyed the episode today. Don't forget to follow Plus Network on social media channels to get edutaining content and more. And do follow me on LinkedIn for posts on sales, leadership, motivation, and inspiration. Have a great day ahead.